The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. The world is agonizing with Texans as they try to recover from the failure of their power grid during frigid weather, during which they've dealt with frozen homes, flooded and icy houses, hunger, thirst, and death by means ranging from freezing to asphyxiation to burning. I checked up on friends in Texas. They're doing well, though surrounded by suffering and death. One of them is disillusioned with humankind, at her wit's end, struggling not to lose hope in humans of the leader kind. She referenced the January 6th insurrection and the ensuing impeachment trial as failures of leadership. I suppose she thought of how the then Senate leader dodged his responsibility to receive the impeachment article and start the trial while the accused was still in office, who later, as minority leader, acquitted the accused, saying the trial was illegitimate, it being held after the accused left office. I suppose she wondered why Mitch McConnell took an oath to be an impartial juror in a trial he already determined to be illegitimate and yet sit through it. That's a series of leadership failures and massive hypocrisy. Then comes this Texas debacle. My friend is exasperated that ERCOT, the power agency in Texas, faced a similar weather event a decade ago and was advised to winterize their grid. They never did. Another leadership failure. She's disgusted that Governor Abbott's first words were to lie, blaming the failure on green energy and even Democrats, neither of whom, like Abbott, directly appointed ERCOT's commissioners who answer directly to him. She is nauseated at Senator Ted Cruz, who hightailed it down to warm Cancun on vacation, while his constituency froze and burned at the same time and who had to be shamed into returning home. My friend begged for advice for coping with fallout that bad leaders cause and how not to totally lose faith in people. So here are some pointers. 1. Evaluate the realities around you. Accept them for as bad as they are, but not worse than they are. And determine realistic ways you can move forward, even if 1 inch at a time. 2. Remind yourself how versatile, resilient, and elastic we humans are, and decide to survive. Until it's time to die, decide to live, and decide that now is the time to live. 3. Don't place leaders, including religious ones, on any pedestal. Leaders of any kind have a nasty habit of being human, flawed, and vulnerable to mistakes. 4. Don't take what bad leaders do personally as personal offense. They weren't even thinking about you. And we think more clearly when we aren't personally offended. 5. Do take what bad leaders do personally, but as the beginning of communal opportunity. You'll be more ready to join community action if you feel personally affected, even if you're doing better than your neighbor. 6. Live on the boundaries of your situation, not in the middle of them. On the boundaries, you see the next thing, beyond the clouds that hover in the middle. The outer edges of problems are the beginning of solutions. 7. Live on the balcony, not on the ground. On the balcony, you have a panoramic view of the whole problem, and you're able to arrive more quickly at solutions than if you're on the ground seeing only your part of the problem. 8. Remain awake and alert at all times. Research and read what your leaders are up to so you can anticipate outcomes of their policies or behaviors and not be surprised when they hit you. You may even be able to predict calamity and insulate yourself from them when they arrive. 9. Act to reduce the power of bad leaders. Vote. Fight voting restrictions. Expose bad leaders. Remember, most leaders are representatives and partners, not your bosses. In national matters, the people are boss. In religious matters, God alone is boss. 10. Vent. Sound off in letters to the editor. Write a blog. Do a podcast. Join a support or activist group. Just don't hold it in. Now, my friends, I do all the above. Nobody will make me go mad. I hope you will remain sane this week, no matter what bad leaders throw at you. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.